Let's go to the next person real quick. Yo, what's up? How old are you? How old are you?
Hello? Me?
Yeah,
62.
do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, why so?
I like the policies.
Okay, why so?
Why?
Yeah, like what policies?
Deportation. This every aspect.
Okay. What deportation policy?
You entered illegally. You committed a crime. You are a criminal, and they know it. So go back to where you came from.
So criminals should be held accountable.
Yes.
Okay, are you holding Trump accountable for his crimes that he was convicted of by voting him in for the position of president?
Those were left-wing, fraudulent, rule changed on a spur of a moment. Fraud. It's all bogus. They're bogus charges invented.
I think all of the charges against undocumented immigrants are bogus charges that were invented by the right-wing Trump administration. And I think that they're not legitimate charges. I think that they're politically biased charges. So I think that all of the undocumented immigrants are actually innocent.
Because they crossed the border illegally and get caught.
No, they didn't.
Or sneak into the country.
No, they
didn't. And then anyway, when claiming asylum, all you have to do is
didn't. That's a Republican hoax. That's a Republican hoax.
No. They claim asylum fraudulently because of being directed to
that's
on
a
the far
Republican
side of the
hoax.
border and given
That's a Republican hoax, dude.
What?
That's a Republican hoax. Don't believe that. They came in the country through the legitimate means. That's a Republican hoax.
Connecting the dots. Just having the intellect of a 4-year-old to connect the dots of the facts.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one not connecting the dots here. That's what's funny.
Fraudulent narrative to come over and say these certain things to get in here to get a court date.
No. They actually said legitimate things, and you're actually engaging in the MAGA Republican hoax against undocumented immigrants.
Oh, the mainstream media says stuff, and you believe it like a Bible.
No.
It's so
Trump literally says things. Fox News says things. Newsmax says things, and you just believe it no matter what.
No, I'm not believing that. I don't even watch the news. It's obvious that they were instructed how to cheat the system and come in here. Man.
I don't watch the news ever.
What? It's obvious they were coached across the border. And it's an invasion, the La Raza invasion.
Nope.
Actually,
Trump's engaging in an invasion. He incited a violent insurrection of the Capitol. He pardoned the violent rioters who beat police officers. Trump pardoned the people who invaded the Capitol.
You can't see through that, can you?
Nope, can't see through it.
Okay, what happened? So they had what, 1,800 or 2,200 patriots locked up in the prison, right?
Patriots, yeah, the people who beat police officers are patriots.
So they had those there locked up. And they threw all, what is it called? The normal procedure. Yeah, the visitations, all that stuff was thrown under the bus. And they were, the few that were legitimate patriots that were locked up did come out and talk about it.
Wait, why are they patriots?
In prison.
Wait, why are they patriots?
The other 1,900, though, were booked, released, and
tell me what a patriot
coached
is.
And told to reappear to get your so-called sentence. They were Antifa, BLM, crisis acting people that and it was staged. You don't understand that it was staged. You can't see
were
that.
They from the were they Antifa BLM from the FBI?
Idiots at the barricade.
Wait.
Those idiots at the barricade with those cops. They're playing tug of war with that barricade.
Hold up.
You couldn't see through how stupid and fake that was. Hold up. And how about when the guy's up on the balcony screaming at the top of his lungs and he gets hit with a freaking gets sprayed in the face with mace, and he goes down behind the wall.
Hello.
And the next thing you know, he's back
there,
up.
man?
He pops up again.
Hey, sir, can you hear me?
I can't hear you because you can't hear because you're indoctrinated. You're higher educated, which is like polluted. You're warped.
It's bad to be educated. Yeah, you shouldn't be educated, right?
No, not higher educated, not the arrogant.
No, don't get higher educated. Everyone, you heard it here first, folks. Don't become higher educated, because if you become higher educated, that's worse somehow.
The other
to
half
MAGA,
of the
that's
world
worse.
Does not get tenure because they don't go along
smart
with the
people
agenda.
don't like Trump, I guess. Smart people don't like Trump. Educated people don't like Trump.
That there's no counterbalance in universities and colleges because you don't get tenure if you don't go with the.
Yep, look, facts are liberal, chat. You heard it here first, folks. Facts are liberal. Education is liberal.
No, education is brainwashing.
Wait, what? Okay, so education is brainwashing. So you just
Higher
don't want
education, that is.
Okay, so do you just not want to educate yourself?
I'm educated in life and observation and connecting dots, and
So
then
you're
waiting for the
indoctrinated.
outcome of the truth,
So you're
which the
indoctrinated?
MSN suppresses.
Wait, so then you're
The MSN
indoctrinated.
suppresses the after effect of the lies.
Wait, so you said that you were educated, so you agree that you're indoctrinated, right?
No, I am lifed.
You're lifed. What? What does that mean? What makes
That
yours
means
just
that
you're lifed and me it's different?
I don't want to play this game with you, but you know that the right wing supposed there are no professors or educators because they don't go along with the agenda and they lose tenure, and all that is mainstream media and social media suppressed.
I'm sorry.
The
Professors
truth
don't
is
professors
X
don't
out.
lose tenure if they just have a conservative opinion. That's
No,
ridiculous.
well, they just don't get hired if you don't.
Really? Because I
If you're already
well, then
hired
can
and you
you
cross
wait?
the
Hold
line,
up,
then
hold up,
you lose.
hold up. So can you please explain to
get-
me how I had professors specifically in California, right, that were right wing?
Oh God!
Can you explain to me how that happened? In the most liberal area in the
Because
country.
The agenda of
The agenda. So the agenda to have Trump supporters in the
California is a patriot state. It's not a red or a blue state. It's a patriot state.
Patriots.
And
yeah.
the cancer spots are the blue.
How?
By the way the cities are. Somehow they have more power than the rest
Well,
of the
you know what? You know what's going to be
state.
funny? After 50, all of it's going to be blue, buddy. Let's go. Rio, vote yes on 50, everybody. We're taking California back. We're taking the shit back.
What is you talking about the redistricting?
Absolutely.
Redistricting?
Vote yes on 50.
Oh, God.
I'm in California. I'm voting yes on 50.
Yeah, I'm in California too. I've been here all my life.
Vote
and
yes on
watched
50.
The decay.
Vote yes on 50.
Why, to continue the decay and the rot?
No,
of
wait, no.
the best state in the nation.
It will actually allow for us to fight against the anti-democratic actions from the Trump administration.
Anti-democratic.
Yes.
What, the Constitution is anti-democratic?
No, he called for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. He denied the 2020 election results with no evidence. And he said that the 60-plus courts that indicated no sufficient evidence to overturn the election were all wrong and that it was a hoax created by the Democrats.
The 2020 election?
Yeah, Trump lost the 2020 election.
2018 fixed all that.
What?
The military observation of the election in 2020. All of it is true that the left stole that Biden was not president.
Okay, so then here's my question.
It was fraudulent.
How come the Democrats could steal it in 2020 when Trump was the president, but they couldn't steal it in 2024 when they were in office?
Because the truth came out.
What?
Yes.
And apparently
you guys
it didn't
can't
under
even,
review
you
because
don't even know
wait,
that
apparently it
the
didn't
real
under review.
news is
What was the truth?
That it was stolen.
Wait, what evidence came out about that?
They will not redact what they lied about.
So who reported on it, the fact that it was stolen and provided evidence that it was stolen?
Every aspect of the investigation, the Arizona audit, for one.
The Arizona audit did not indicate Trump won the 2020 election. Where did you get that from,
behind
sir?
the scene. You guys are behind the scenes. You don't know the truth because
No,
it's.
What do you mean we're behind the
there's a
scenes?
whole
I'm sorry, you
alternative
were just
world
like
out
literally wrong there.
No, there's an alternative world out there where people do know the truth.
I understand you read that on Facebook, but everything you read on Facebook is not true.
I don't read. I don't go on Facebook.
That's surprising. Where do you get your information from?
Observation.
So where do you observe? What do you observe? What apps? Where do
I
you go
travel
to?
the state with my job and
So you just
associate with people all
so you
over
don't
the
look at
state,
the internet at all. No
specifically
internet.
Sacramento.
So no
In-
internet.
in-
You just look at things. That's it.
I haven't had television in 25 years, 30 years.
So you don't get any information. How do you know that Trump
Yes,
won
I
the
get
2020?
information.
How do you know that Trump won the 2020 election?
It's not important anymore.
Wait, how do you
But
know that
what was
happened? How did you
gathered,
figure out
what
that
was
happened?
gathered,
Where did
what
you
is
learn that
gathered
that
will be
happened?
enforced now.
Where did you learn
The
that that
information
happened?
gathered starting 2018 will be enforced slowly. It's just that it would be too costly. See, I don't know what about Pence taking that token from Pelosi then
Are you on
after
TikTok right now?
J6.
Hey, are you on TikTok
You
right now?
remember? Do you
Hey, dude,
remember when?
are you on TikTok right now?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're
I
using
like
you're
the
using
open
a media
forum
source.
part.
So this whole thing of you haven't looked at the media is just wrong because you're currently on TikTok in order to be able to get on my live stream.
Don't nitpick and stuff. I get.
You mean point
Check
out
it
what
out.
you said? So I can't
After
point out what you said?
2018 and the stolen election was documented. Now, if he would have, if Pence would have stopped the constitutionally held the verification of the results legally, constitutionally, was Pence's option, and he didn't do it.
Wait, no, Pence
But
did
it doesn't
uphold
matter
it.
because Trump already had it all.
Mike Pence upheld the Constitution. Trump said put
No,
the
he
Constitution
violated
over me or put me
He
over the Constitution.
violated the Constitution
No, he
because
didn't.
there
In what
were
way?
the protests. There were the protests by the members of the Electoral College did not want their votes to be taken legitimately, so he violated the
What? No,
Constitution
no,
by
no,
not
no.
doing the
You're wrong.
investigation.
You're wrong. They sent false slates of electors, not the actual electors. They sent false
That's
slates
what the
of electors.
MSM says. That's what the
No,
mainstream media
no, they themselves
tells
said it.
you.
No,
It's
the
not
Trump
the Bible.
administration, the Trump
Why
administration
is the
lawyers
proven
admit that they were.
entity
Wait, hold
of
up,
liars your
hold up,
Bible?
hold up. The Trump administration
Why is
lawyers.
the proven batch of liars your
Hey,
Bible?
dude, I know you're indoctrinated. But
Mainstream media
you are
is so
indoctrinated by the Trump
wrong.
administration. Listen, the Trump
No,
administration
I'm
in the court system.
I'm indoctrinated by truth.
Listen. The Trump administration in the court system admitted that they utilized alternative slates of electors. They admitted it. That was their defense. Their defense was that it was legal for them to do that, which, again, as we point to this, it was not the legitimate electors.
That is all hearsay. That's the thing, is everything is hearsay.
The Trump administration lawyers said that. What do you mean that's hearsay?
And
that was their argument in court.
you know how infiltrated the first Trump presidency was? He's surrounded by implants, Democratic implants.
These are so his own lawyer was a Democratic implant. His own lawyer is a Democratic implant.
Well, it's true.
So do you think J.D. Vance is a Democratic implant?
J.D. Vance?
Yeah.
I think he's a constitutionalist.
No, is he a Democratic implant?
He's a constitutionalist.
Is he a Democratic implant?
I don't think so.
Well, how come they stopped putting Democratic implants into the administration? Why'd they stop doing it?
Because the infiltration is so deep that your trusted aide is they're just good liars. They're good liars. They fooled Trump.
So then why didn't they do the same thing with his vice president this term?
Well, I guess you learn from mistakes.
You learn from mistakes. So how come he couldn't do that with his second FBI head pick? His second FBI head pick apparently got a bunch of Antifa BLM supporters specifically to go to the Capitol, right? And to stir up, violence on January 6th. Apparently, that's what Trump said, that the Biden administration, through his own FBI, through Trump's own FBI, apparently sent Antifa BLM supporters to the
All
Capitol.
will be revealed.
And apparently they were the ones who broke in. And then
it
Donald
has to
Trump
be a
also
slow
pardoned
roll.
them. Donald Trump also pardoned
It has to
Antifa
be-
BLM supporters.
The few patriots that were locked up during January 6th,
Patriots.
if there were 2,000,
proud
if there were
to be an
2,000
American.
legitimate, if there were 2,000 legitimate people locked up with all their rights, civil rights thrown under the bus and locked up and held like that for 3 years or more, 4 years, where are the family and friend protesters in D.C. on location? Where were the protesters? My family would protest me being locked up and have the key thrown away. I would have family and friends there protesting 24/7 at having the constitutional rights of a citizen being trashed and thrown under the bus.
We are protesting. We're protesting tomorrow, man.
Over
We're protesting
2,000
tomorrow.
inmates, 2,000 inmates, and not a protest for like 2 weeks. They had 100 people out there, la, la, la. They were not ever in prison. There were no patriots in prison. There was a handful of them. They came out and they talked about the mistreatment and the lawsuits that are going to come down. It was left-wing infiltrators got arrested and let out the back door.
Hey, dude.
Then they had to reappear for a crime, and then they got the damn paycheck after the movie was done. And it's true. And if you can't see that or connect the dots by using just basic 2,000 people locked up with no constitutional rights would be at least 2,000 protests 365 days a year. You don't do that in America. You don't lock people up like that unconstitutionally, throw away the key without family members and friends. 2,000 24/7, 365 days a year. You tell me I'm wrong? Then fine. That just proves you're delusional. Okay. You don't lock up people like that without massive protest by civilians. I don't care if they're left, right, upside down, or
don't
Camel
say that.
Toe
No,
Harris.
Don't.
Camel
fuck
Harris.
Off, dude. Fuck off, dude. Uses the Tiesler is crazy, bro. I was about to go get a tinfoil hat. He's so conspiracy brain rotted. It's actually sad. It's actually so sad. I was gonna ask him to define what a patriot is, because this guy does not know what a patriot is to save his life, dude.